Hello guys, welcome to this new video. In this video, I am trying to create a Flask application and I would like to call this particular Flask application a automatic Wikipedia content summarization application. The idea is that given a particular URL of any Wikipedia page, the idea is to summarize that Wikipedia page in say 10 sentences. So most of the time nowadays especially we don't have that much amount of time to actually go through a Wikipedia article uh, completely. What I want to do in with this particular application is to create a backend and front end and in the front end what I can do is I can paste the URL of any Wikipedia page that I would like to summarize, and I can get a summarization of that Wikipedia page. So let us get started. I have not tried this particular application before. I have not tried creating this application before, so I would like to do everything in this particular video, and in this way you can also see the thought process which goes in building such kind of applications. So I hope you are excited as I am. So let us get started. So the very first thing that I want to do is I want to create a folder which I would call text summarization. And in this folder what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so I have opened this Visual Studio Code. So if you guys are familiar with the Flask directory structure, so what we want to do is we want to create a main file which is going to hold the backend of our Flask application, and I would like to create a folder for templates. So in this video I don't want to go into the styles like including CSS and all. I just want to create a front end in which I would like to include a input tag, and in that input tag what we can do is we can include a link, a space where the user can put the URL, and in the backend in this main.py file what we will do is we will receive that URL, and we will scrap the content of whatever is in that particular Wikipedia page, and we would do some computation on that, and then return back the result of our computation, like whatever text we have scrapped from that Wikipedia page. We want to summarize that particular text, and we want to spit that particular summarization to the front end. So this is the idea. So for front end we have this particular folder called templates, and for back end we have got this particular main.py file. So let us get started. So the very first thing that I want to do is I want to, so let me first of all increase the font size so that you will not be having any difficulty seeing what is going on. So what I want to do is, so first of all I want to flask import flask from from Flask. Okay, and further I would like to import render template, which is going to be which I am going to use for rendering the index.html file, which we are going to hold in this templates folder. So let us quickly make a app from this Flask constructor, Flask. Okay, and we will say if name is equal to main, then we want to run this particular application. Okay, so but first of all we would like to specify what kind of route we will be pointing to. So we are saying that we will be pointing to this home route, and corresponding to this we will be having this index page. Okay, index function, and here we can return a text. For the time being, let's just quickly see whether this particular code is working or not. Okay, and I'm gonna open the terminal, and from the terminal what I can do is, okay, so I think I have made a mistake. So let's see, it is saying import. Okay, okay, it's a mistake actually. So it should have been flask from flask import flask and render template. Okay, so these three things, these two things we would like to import. And let's quickly see whether this particular server that we have created is working or not. So import name. Okay, so so we did not pass the name of the module that we are in, so now it's going to work. So if okay, now it is correctly working. So if I copy the link and if I paste the link here, you can clearly see our hello world is appearing. Now what we would like to do is that we would like to have a index.html page in the templates folder, and inside the templates folder I'm gonna create index.html, and inside this index.html I'm going to say the same exact thing, hello world. And let's quickly see whether this particular thing is working or not. Let's reload. Okay, so seems like it's working. Yeah, so let's change this text. uh, hello what, hello Rahul. Okay, okay, if I reload this. Okay, so let me, it's not working. So let's see, render template index.html. Inside index.html we have hello Rahul. Let me break this server and rerun this. Okay, so hello Rahul, now it's working. So now what we can do is we can create a HTML. So inside this Visual Studio Code, what you can do is you can use something known as Emmet. Emmet is a tool inside Visual Studio Code which you can use in any HTML file uh, to uh, to write HTML fast. So there are so many things in HTML which are quite repetitive, which you do not need. So what I will do is I will put this little symbol, and if I hit tab, then I will get this boilerplate. This boilerplate code, what this is going to do is we don't have to write all of this. And even if you did not have written this particular thing, then also you would have created the application. But it's quite convention that in HTML you should have this type of structure. Okay, so I will change the title. I will call this particular application called Summarization. Okay, text summarization. Okay, now in the text summarization, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open a form tag. And inside the form tag, what I intend to do is I want to have an input tag. And inside input tag, I'll say the type is text. I will call the name, because this name will be used when I have to extract the content of this particular input tag. So I'll say URL of the Wikipedia page that I am trying to access. And I will specify ID of this particular input tag as URL. And I will open one more input tag, and this time I'm going to say that the type of the input tag is submit, and name is again submit, and ID is again submit. So it does not matter if you keep the name same as ID. So the main thing that you need to remember is two different tags cannot share the same ID. Okay, so here we can see this particular input is having ID called URL, whereas this particular input is having ID submit. So we have created this form. Let's quickly see how does it look. Okay, so do we have to again break the server? Okay, why it's not reloading? Index.html. Let me see. Control C. Let's see. Why it's not reloading properly? It should have reloaded automatically. Okay, so we do, if we do any change in Python file, then it is going to reflect. So let me quickly do something and let me hit save, and I think now it is going to reload the application. Let's see. It still has not reloaded the application. Index.html. Let me rewrite this particular thing again. Index.html. Let me save. Let me see if it is reloading or not. Oh, I see. It's not reloading because I did not specify this argument called debug is equal to true. Now it is going to reload. Let me break this particular server and let me rerun this again. So it was not reloading because I did not specify this debug is equal to true. This argument is passed when you are actually building something, and when you specify this particular argument, it is saying that I'm debugging this application, so keep reloading so that I don't have to again and again. You can clearly see now. Let me actually see whether now that reload works or not. Okay, you have clearly seen when the moment I have saved this particular application, it is saying detected change in this particular folder, this particular file, and it has restarted this server. Okay, so let's quickly now build the logic and all. So the idea is that I will enter the URL of any Wikipedia page. Okay, and the moment I enter the URL of any Wikipedia page, and if I hit submit, then that URL should go to this main.py file, and from here I will scrap that corresponding Wikipedia page. And once I have the text of that particular Wikipedia page, I'll try to summarize that Wikipedia page using 10 sentences, top 10 sentences, and I will spit those particular 10 sentences to the front end. Okay, so this is the idea. So let's quickly start working on this. First of all, let me quickly make a system where I can enter the URL name, and if I submit, then main.py file correctly can get access to that particular page. Okay, so let's quickly work on that. So first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna specify the methods which are allowed to this particular route. I will say there are two methods that are allowed to this particular route: get and post. So when I'm making get request, I will be shown this input and submit field. When I'm making a post request, I will be sending some data. In this in our example, with that data will be URL. That URL will be sent to the server, and we will do necessary computation on that particular URL. Okay, so I have got this get and post request, and further what I would like to do is, in the index.html file, I will say method is equal to post. So in this way our Python file will understand this is the method we are calling. Now to get the access of this particular method, I will import one more sub module from Flask, which is known as request. Okay, and what I'm going to do in index.html file, if I'm listening, I will be listening to the kind of method that we will be having. So I'll say request dot method if request dot method is post. So if only if request dot method is post, then I'm going to do something. Otherwise I will just return this particular template. So if it is having this index.html, so what I would like to do, so I would like to get this particular input URL, right? So what I will do is I will say URL is equal to request dot form dot get, and inside this I will specify the name of whatever input I would like to access. So in this case, that is URL, so I will say URL, and what I would like to say is return this URL. Let's say star. Actually it's already in star. Let's still for the sake of convenience, so let's return the string version of this URL, but it's already string, right? So we have got this index.html file. So I think it's going to work. So let me save both of these files, and let's see, the server is again running. So let's see if it is working or not. So if I hit the Tom Cruise Wikipedia page, and if I hit submit, okay, so we are not getting anything. Let's see why. So if if request dot method is equal to post, then we should have this string. Okay, what is it that I am not doing correctly? Okay, so this is the form. The method of form is post, and we have got this input tag, and inside this input tag we have got these names. Okay, and if the method is post, we are seeing this. Wait a second. We are seeing this. If the method is post, we are extracting the URL and we are returning this URL to if if the method is not post, we are just returning the. Okay, let's say hmm, see again. Okay, yeah, so we are actually getting the desired result that we were hoping for. So what I am doing is I'm checking what kind of method I am having here, and if the method type is post, I'm extracting the URL and I'm seeing I'm getting this particular result. Now what else can I do? Now what I would like to do is I would like to make a method. I would like to make a method, and that method will be called get content, and it will take the URL. So I should rather call it get wiki content. So it will take a URL, and it will return the text of that particular URL. So to scrap the Wikipedia page, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to import a module called requests. Notice the difference between this request and this requests. So this request is a built-in module which comes with the Python, and further I'm going to import from bs4 import beautiful soup. Okay, so after getting these two modules, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to first of all make a request to this particular URL, whatever URL the user has entered. We are going to use this function inside here. Right now what we are doing is we are just returning the string version of that URL. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to first make a request object. So request object is equal to requests dot get. So I will get the URL, whatever URL we are passing, and then the text of that URL. So text will hold all the HTML content of whatever URL we are requesting. So I'll say request object dot text. So we have this text object, and now what I would like to do is I would like to make a soup object. Now soup object will for building the soup object, we have to instantiate this beautiful soup constructor, and inside beautiful soup constructor we have to pass the text. Okay, now we have got this soup object. This soup object will contain all the HTML tags, and with this HTML tag what we can do is we can find the necessary tags that we need. Now for the timing, let's say I want to go to this particular Tom Cruise Wikipedia page, and if I hit enter, you can clearly see we are on the Tom Cruise Wikipedia page. Now what is it that we want to get access of? So we have got this collection of text. So what we want to do is we want to extract this particular text, and if we inspect this particular Wikipedia page, we will notice that almost all of the content, let me see, so almost all of the text is in this paragraph tag. So what I would like to do is I would like to extract this paragraph only. So what I will do is all paras I will do soup dot find all, and inside this find all I will say p. I want to find all the paragraphs. Okay, so now this all paras will have collection of all paragraphs in this particular Wikipedia page. Okay, once I have this all paragraphs, what I would like to do is I would like to make a text out of it. So I will make a empty text called Wikipedia text, and I will initialize it with the empty text, and I will loop through for para in all para, because it is a list of paragraphs. And what I will do is I will add to this Wikipedia text para.text. So whatever text we are getting in this paragraph, we will be adding this to Wikipedia text. And once this is done, what we would like to do is we would like to return this particular text to uh, from wherever we are calling this function, we would like to return. So let's quickly check this particular function. So I will say corresponding URL text or URL content, and I will call the function that I've just created by get wiki content. And inside the wiki content, what I would like to do is I would like to pass this URL. Okay, and instead of returning this string version, I would like to now return the URL content. Okay, so let's see how does this work, this new function, that new capability that we have included. So let's quickly refresh this application. Let's refresh this application, and if I enter the Tom Cruise Wikipedia page and if I hit submit, okay, so it worked correctly. You can clearly see this by hitting submit, it has given us all of the text that we want. So I hope it makes sense to you. Now what I would like to do is I would like to actually start working on the sentiment, or sorry, not sentiment but summarization part of this Wikipedia text. Okay, so for that what we would like to do is we would like to import a library called NLTK. Import NLTK. And what I can do is I can make another function to actually print the sentiment. So sorry, again I am saying sentiment. So but we are not working on the sentiment application, we are working on the summarization application. So define uh, this time I want top 10 sentences. Okay, so inside this what I would like to do is, first of all I would like to say stop words. So let's first of all NLTK dot corpus dot words, NLTK dot corpus dot words, and inside this words I will pass English. Okay, English is the language that want to get the stop words of. Okay, so stop words, if you have any difficulty, you can clearly Google what are stop words. But if I have to tell you the meaning of stop words, then I would say stop words are the words which do not have any specific meaning as such in a text. So words like in, a, or, these are the words which are essentially known as stop words. So NLTK is a library called Natural Language Processing Toolkit. This particular library has built-in corpus for almost all of the words. So we are accessing that only. Okay, so I think I have not included, let me see, corpus dot stop words. Wait a second, NLTK dot stop words. I think I'm making some kind of mistake. Okay, NLTK dot corpus dot stop words dot words. Okay, this should be the correct syntax. So English. Okay, so this is the list of all the stop words. Now I have got this particular Wikipedia text. Now what I would like to do with this particular Wikipedia text is, first of all I would like to tokenize this particular, I have not cleaned this particular text as of now, but I would like to quickly show you that what kind of thought process I would be going. But right now I don't want to clean this particular text. You can do that if you want your text summarization to be more sophisticated, but as of now I just wanted to show you what kind of thought process that might go into building such kind of application. So I have this stop words. Now what else I would like to do is I would like to actually tokenize this particular Wikipedia text. So how would I like to do this? So first of all I will say sentences. This will be a list of all the sentence of this particular Wikipedia page. So I will say NLTK dot sentence tokenize, and inside this I will send the text of, so let's accept the argument called URL. This URL will be passed to this particular function called top 10 sentences. And uh, first we will get in this particular function, first we will call this Wikipedia content. And I will say required text is equal to get wiki content, and inside this particular function I will call I will pass this URL, and I will get required text in return, and with this required text I will pass this required text um, in this NLTK send tokenize. Now this sentences will be a list of sentences, and after that what we can do is we can word tokenize. So we have words is equal to NLTK dot word tokenize, and inside this again I can say required text. Now the idea is that first of all we would like to check the frequency of each word in this word list. So for that what I would like to do is I would make a list word frequency, not list but rather dictionary, and inside this dictionary each key will represent word in this words, and each value will represent the frequency of that particular word. So what I will do is I will loop through these words. I will say for word in words, and I would like to see if this word that I have currently get access of, this word if word not in this stop words, if it is not in stop words, because we would like to we would like to just remove this particular word. And further, if this word not in this word frequency, if it is not in word frequency, then we would like to just initialize its frequency to 1 word frequency. Then we will say word frequency, the key is word, is equal to 1. And otherwise if it is inside this word frequency, I will say word frequency word, and if it is in the uh, word frequency, then I will increase its frequency by 1. So after running this particular loop, we will be having a key value pair where value will represent the frequency of each word, and word are essentially keys. Okay, so once we have this particular kind of structure, what we can do is now we can check the score of each sentence. So for that I can initialize sentences score, and I can have a list of scores, and I can loop through for sent in sentences, and to actually check this particular sentence, to actually calculate the score of this particular sentence that I am currently accessing using sent. What I will do is I will um, current I will do something like current words, and what I will do is current words is equal to I will do sent, I will do NLTK dot word tokenize, and inside this word tokenize I will send the current sentence. Okay, so now this current words is a list of all the words in the current sentence. Okay, and I would like to do something like sentence score in the last sentence is to score dot append current score, and this current score I would like to compute. Okay, so I will say current score is equal to 0. So current score is equal to 0, and we have this word frequency which holds all the frequency scores. So what we would like to do is we would like to have, excuse me, okay, so currently we have this current score which is initialized to 0. Okay, okay, so before that we would like to first weight this word frequency. So we cannot just add the frequencies, because frequencies will be in thousands or hundreds. We would like to weight those frequencies and bring them into same scales. To accomplish that, what we can do is we can divide each of the word frequencies uh, by uh, by the maximum frequency. So for that we would like to compute the maximum frequency. So what we can do is maximum word frequencies, and for that word frequencies dot values, because it is list, and we can call this function called max on this. So now this max word frequency is a number which is the maximum frequency of the word. Okay, and now we would like to loop through for key in word frequencies dot keys, and what I can do is I can divide each of the word frequency key divide is equal to that maximum word frequency. Now word frequency is having a weighted word frequencies. They will be ranging from 0 to 1, because we have divided the corresponding frequencies by the maximum frequency. Okay, now we can add we can proceed what we were doing earlier. Okay, now we have got this sentence score, and this sentence score is an empty list in which we will be adding all those score of the corresponding sentences. So we have tokenized the current words, and what we want to do is for word in current words, what we can do is current score plus is equal to uh, current score plus is equal to, we have this word frequency, and inside this keys are essentially words. So I can do word frequency, and I can pass this current word. I hope this should work. Should I check some conditions, like if this word inside this word frequency, because it might get break here. It might break here because this word might not be in this particular word frequency. No, it should be. Yeah. So it is going to work. Let's see. So we have this current score, and what we would like to do is we would like to do this for all the sentence, and finally when we will be done doing all this for all the words in this current word, we will be having this current score, and this current score we are going to append this to sentence score. Now once we are out of this loop, we will be having this sentence score. Now what I would like to do is I would like to import a library called pandas. Import pandas. Although the reason that I am uploading this pandas for is not quite necessary. You can essentially sort these without pandas, but I feel pandas will do the job quite nicely. So what I will do is um, sentences data frame. So sentences data or data frame, whatever you can call. I will say pd.dataframe, and I will pass a string, and inside this string I will first of all say that sentences sent, and inside this I will pass sentences. Okay, okay, and the second argument will be a second column will be score, and inside this score I can pass sentences score. Okay, so I've got this data, and I will say top 10 is equal to sentences data dot sort values. I will say ascending is equal to true, because we want top, no, ascending is equal to false, because we want top 10 values. Okay, now we would like to do reset index, and we would like to choose the top 10 values. So dot index lock, and we would like to choose a top from 0 row to 11th row, top 10 sentence and all the columns. And once all the, no, we want only the sentences column. So sentences column, and once this is done, we can convert this into list. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you, because it has become quite big. This particular function has become quite big. So we have got this top 10 sentences, and what I can do is I can return this top sentence list by saying join. So I am joining these sentences on space, or I can even join this on dot. So you can do whatever you want. I want to join this top 10. I hope it work. It will work, because I have not checked this particular function till now. So let's check. Sorry guys for the disturbance. Let me quickly check whatever we have built so far. So let me save this particular Python file, and it is not showing any error, but let's see if it will work or not. So let me go back and reload the application, and let me call this particular I hope it works. So let me hit submit. Let's see if it is going to work. No, but it is sending us the whole sentence. Okay, so because we did not call this particular uh, function inside here. So rather than calling get Wikipedia content, we should say top 10 sentences. So let's see, top 10 sentences, and let's reload this again, and I hope it works. So let's see, let me go back, let me reload the application, and let me do Tom Cruise Wikipedia URL. Let's see if it is working. Okay, something is wrong. So I was quite aware that something is going to be wrong. So key error is, okay, yeah, the same thing is getting wrong which I discussed earlier. If you guys remember, I was thinking that something might get wrong here. Why it is giving us this error? Sentence data, no values, no value for argument by. Okay, yeah, I got it. So by is equal to, because we need to sort by some value, and we want to sort this by score column that we have just created. Okay, so I can put one more argument, like if word in word frequency, then I'm going to do this. Okay, now this is surely going to work. Let's see, let me go back and let me reload the application. Let me see, let me enter the URL of Tom Cruise Wikipedia page, and if I hit submit, okay, the location based indexing can have integer. Okay, so where is this error coming from? Let us see. Top 10 list. Okay, so it is giving us this error here. Okay, so I see. Let's let us quickly do one thing. pd.dataframe sentence. So we have created a data frame, so there we are not getting any error. So let us do one thing, let's comment this out, and let us return here top. Instead of doing this, let us do sentence data, and let me return the sent column of this particular. Okay, and let me make a list out of it, and after making a list, let me join this particular list by space, to just make sure that whatever I am doing is working or not. Okay, so let's reload the application, and let's see. Okay, again reload the application. So if I hit the URL of Tom Cruise Wikipedia page, this time this should work. Okay, clearly it's working, but we are not seeing any top sentences. Okay, so that is what I would like to accomplish now. So let's see. So first of all, what I would like to do is, let's see, sorted data. Sorted data is equal to sentences data dot sort values, and calling on by using score, and I will say ascending is equal to false. Okay, so this is our sorted data, and once this is done, what I would like to do is, I would like to reset its index. Reset index. Okay, and once this is done, okay, I get it. Why was the error? Because I was using this sentences keyword in this iloc stands for index location. We cannot use a string based indexing for this. So let's call sorted data dot index location, and I would like to do indexing from 0 to 11, and I would like to index all the columns, top 10 rows is equal to, and inside this top 10 rows, what we would like to do is, we would like to do top 10 rows, and top 10 rows may we can extract sentence. Yeah, this time it is surely going to work. So let us rerun this application. So let me quickly see if it is sorted data.ilog. Okay, top 10 rows sent. Okay, let's reload this application, and let me call it by Tom Cruise Wikipedia page, and if I hit submit, okay, you can clearly see, obviously it is not cleaned, which we can obviously accomplish, but in this particular video I just wanted to show you that it has given us this top 10 sentences. If we had cleaned this particular sentences by removing these numbers, then we would have got a very clean results. But still, let us check with some other Wikipedia pages like machine learning. So if I hit submit, yeah, so we are getting this particular summary. Okay, so I hope whatever I have discussed in this particular video made sense to you. So if you guys want this code that I have written in this video, I will put the code in the description below. So and if you guys have any idea related to the kind of application that I built in this video, you can put your application's code, GitHub code in the comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you want more of such contents. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.